harmonizing the gallbladder flow today, and the quick hold to harmonize the gallbladder flow is holding the middle finger. And so let's start the flow now. We will place one hand on our 12, which is the middle of our neck. And you can place both your hands there right now and just see what they feel like. So again, this is a great flow for headaches, and often headaches come from the neck. When there is a lot of stress and tightness, the neck gets tight, and then the energy cannot ascend into the head. So since it's a descending flow, the gallbladder flow will move the energy out of the head down. So let's just take a breath here and then stay on the one that feels good to you, and then place the other hand on the opposite 20. So you're on this side 12 and this side 20. Taking a few breaths here. So the gallbladder flow starts at the center of the lower eyelid and ends at the big toenail. And it moves over the foot also. So this is a great flow for ankle projects. And yeah, just dropping your shoulders and maybe drop your arms. You don't want to like hold them up so your arms get tired. So drop them, make yourself comfortable. So the gallbladder flow, it circulates through the face, through the cheekbone and in front of the ear. And then it goes to the outer side of the eyebrow. And when we have a migraine, very often it happens near on the outside of the eyebrow and then goes into the side of the head. So this is another reason why it's important to know the organ flow so that you can see how they move. Some people say, I have a migraine, and I ask them where their pain is, and they say, oh, it's at the top of my head. So typically that's more a bladder headache, right? Bladder flow moves over the top of the head, and gallbladder flow really moves on the side. So those migraines has to do with the gallbladder flow. So 12 and 20 in and of itself is a wonderful hold. It helps us to focus. It clears our mind. It brings you into here and now. And 20 here at the level of the chakra that opens the eye, the third eye, is the all-seeing eye. So when we're on the 20, we're also opening the center line. So we're opening the all-seeing eye, our wisdom, our innate wisdom. And that's very important. Also, if we need to remember something, we often go like, oh, what was that again? We tap that third eye area, that 20 area. So for mental clarity. Let's take one more breath here. And then gently take your hand off the 20 and we'll move it to the tailbone. So the tailbone is right here at the coccyx area. So if you're lying down, maybe you want to use the back of your hand. I typically like to bring my fingertips in there. So on the coccyx area, we always want to be gentle with the coccyx. It's sometimes can be even a little bit out of place, and just by holding, you're allowing it to move back into the center. So the gallbladder flow is an interesting flow. It moves, so we have the right side illustrated here. And while you're holding this, I just like to show you the illustration, how it moves through the head. Right, I'm going to show here first. Through the side of the head and then through the leg. So this is a very, very important flow for sciatica as well. The gallbladder flow moves through lumbar 4, and lumbar 4 is usually the cause for sciatica if it's out of place, if it's not in harmony. So for anybody with sciatica, you can see that the right flow moves through the right leg. It comes around the left hip the right flow comes around the left hip and then crosses through the sacrum area at the level of, it moves through lumbar 4 and then goes down the leg, down the right leg, the right flow. So if you have pain in your right leg, you can practice the right adjustment very simply. But again, understanding the flows and seeing how they move, you will see all of it. Let's take one more breath. And do you all feel pulsation by now? Gentle pulse? Yeah, Yasmin, I think does. Yeah, good. Very nice. So let's move our hand from the coccyx to the 16. I'm gonna here, 16. So we have the ankle bone and right below the ankle bone. So I like to sit in figure 4, holding it like this. So it's very interesting because now I'm on the left 16, and the left 16, the energy actually goes into the right side, the right leg. So, and you can just follow the steps in the book, but when you're on your left 16, you're actually helping the right leg in the gallbladder flow. All right. So it's kind of, think of it as an escape route. The tightness is in the right leg, and so we're going to move our hand to the left 16 to open up the right side. And this is where jinshin is not linear, really. It's an Eastern philosophy, and nothing adds up exactly like this. But think of it as an escape route. And so these flows were thought out by Master Murai, really very specifically, and he really figured out how to unload stuck energy. And sometimes we use the opposite side on the opposite leg as an escape route, so that stuck energy has a place to move. So again, 16 is very important if you have headaches or migraines. And if you look at the flow, you see that it moves through the 8. So I'm just going to give you a quick hold. Is 8 and 16 is a quick hold to harmonize migraines. 8 and 16. So 8 and 16 together. You don't have to do it right now, but dynamic, and particularly if somebody is in an acute migraine, then you can't go near their head. It's too sensitive. So they may be able to tolerate gentle holding of 8 and 16. But if you do suffer from migraines, by all means, don't wait till you have it, but just practice this flow before, and you'll find a tight spot in the 16. And yes, somebody's asking a question. I'm holding 12 with 16. That's correct. I'm holding my right 12 and left 16. So that's on the opposite side. Okay, let's take one more breath. This is also a great flow for depression because again, it clears the head and it moves down. It's a face flow. It starts in the face and goes to the toes. Let's gently take our hand off. And so from the 16, I'm going to the same side, 14. It's a waistline flow. The gallbladder flow clears the waistline, harmonizes the waistline. And again, when energy is stuck above the waist, in the face, in the neck, we want to bring it down. And so in this flow, we're holding both 14s. This flow helps sight. It helps our seeing in a spiritual level and a physical level. So it helps the eyes. And just looking at some notes here for you. If you have a lot of burping going on or indigestion, the gallbladder flow is helpful. And again, just dropping your shoulders and just feeling the difference between the left 14 and the right 14. We can now move to the other 14. Yes. Feeling the difference between right and left, 14s have a different meaning, they tell a different story. This is a great flow for environmental allergies like food, etc. Also for extreme fatigue, and we started by holding middle finger. And the middle finger helps the gallbladder flow and also the fatigue flow. Yes, this is a wonderful flow. And then the last step is moving our hand from the 14 to 22. Yes. 22, allowing us to exhale one more time. Let me see what else. The element is wood and the season is spring. With these organ flows and with these depths, there's such a story to tell. An interesting one is that it peaks, the gallbladder flow peaks at 12 a.m., between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. So if you go to sleep and you wake up at that time, or if you can't go to sleep at that time, your gallbladder flow is talking. So let's just do the other side, the first step, just the first step, because I just wanted to point out that the first step is the same, the gallbladder flow is the same as 20, 21, 22 sequence. We started like this. And also the supervisor flow, the supervisor energy would also begin the flow pattern like this. So it's powerful. You can practice one side or both. And I just want to tell you that let's just go back to holding our middle finger to end the session. On Thursday, I'm starting a new group with a good friend of mine, Angeline. It's a community that we're going to build for women my age. So Yasmin may be a little young here, and Tanya is. But there's a lot of women, and we're going to talk about everything it means to become older, sometimes wiser, from clothing to finance to many different things. And we're going to have a little introduction Thursday, and stay tuned for the, I think it is at 12 noon Eastern time. Okay, so join in for that. And I just want to also tell you that on Friday I'm traveling to Amsterdam, so I'll be tuning in from there next week. And then I will be coming to the UK when I finally get to meet Nigel, I think, in person. I'm so excited. I've seen him for years online, so I'm very grateful and happy to go there. So signing off on Facebook and Insta. I'll see you tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. And we'll stay a few more minutes here with the meetup group.